Solving Maynard's Puzzle, Part 2. In the first video, I showed how all the Tool albums have continuity by means of the 8 circuits of consciousness model, and how each album in sequence describes humans' evolving sense of time. Now I will show how a perfect circle fits into the entire scheme of things. It might not be obvious, but in the song Lateralis, when Maynard says spiral out, it is an instruction that the story continues onto a perfect circle. There is a lot to explain about how the Fibonacci spiral theory connects to a perfect circle, but that will be explained in a later video. From Lateralis, the story branches into a perfect circle. The 3 A Perfect Circle albums are a parallel story that happens simultaneously. On the other end, the story reconnects back to Tool with the song Rosetta Stone. Quick history lesson: a Rosetta Stone was an inscribed stone created about 200 BC. The law was written in 3 separate languages. Centuries later it was used to decipher hieroglyphics. Power is power, the law of the land. Those living for death will die by their own hand. Murdernoms had similar hieroglyphics. Each of the first 3 A Perfect Circle albums represents one of the 3 languages of the Rosetta Stone. Testing our communication. Each A Perfect Circle album has exactly 12 tracks. The tracks are parallel, the lyrics are sort of like a back and forth argument, they talk about the same things from different perspectives. No, the tracks don't sync like they do in Wings for Marie. It's just the lyrical subject matters that are parallel, not the timing of music or singing. Emotive is not just a covers album. The songs were specifically chosen for their themes. Emotive has a stand-alone story. This is explained in another video dedicated to just Emotive. Track 1, The Hollow is about realizing your own cycles of hunger and habit, and the package is about cheating your way to satisfy those habits. If you cross your eyes hard enough you can see, Annihilation is about destroying other people for your own benefit, so in a sense, the package and Annihilation are about the same thing, but one is on a personal level and the other is on a large-scale social level. Track 2, Magdalena and Weak and Powerless are about lusting and obsessing over someone to the point they control you. Imagine is complete opposite, it's about having no needs and no obsessions. Imagine no possessions, no need for greed or hunger. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. Track 3, Rose is about someone finally standing up for themselves, overcoming the control another person had on them. The Noose is contradicting the person in Rose by saying, well, that's nice, you overcame your dilemma, but you damaged other people along the way. So you can think of those 2 songs as realizing the cycle of weakness and damage and overcoming. And then the song What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding, is someone seeing no end to the cycle of damage and mistrust. They are wondering, is there only pain, and hatred, and misery? And who are the trusted? This is just a sample. We will go into more detail later, each album will have its own video. But one neat thing to notice, the songs Pit and Counting Bodies Like Sheep, are not only different versions of each other, but they are the same track number, yay, whoa. After the 3 A Perfect Circle albums, the story connects back to Tool with 10,000 Days. You probably noticed in 10,000 Days there's some recurring themes of synchronization and meaning. Such as in the song Jambi, shine down upon the severed, shine until the 2 become one. Everyone knows about the Wings for Marie sync. They only sync 95% because there has to be room for doubt. After 10,000 Days the story continues onto the 3 Puscifer albums. Think of it like it's continuing forward from 10,000 Days, but also like it's looping back to Opiate. On a timeline it continues forward. But in reference to the 8 circuits of consciousness model, it loops backwards, it's a rebirth. I know that sounds crazy, just keep it in mind for later. To show the connection between 10,000 Days and Vias for Vagina, think of the song Sour Grapes. In Wings for Marie he says, "What am I to say to all these ghouls tonight?" Then in the song Sour Grapes, he says, "I Holy Virgin, the bringer of life and breath. And she spoke unto me saying." Include that entire passage. "When the ship comes down, my child, you will be there. Go now, son, tell them all." And in Rosetta Stone, "You are the chosen one, the one who will deliver the message, a message of hope for those who choose to hear it, and a warning for those who do not." Vias for Vagina is basically a rebirth after witnessing the Holy Spirit, or having a near-death experience. "And the angel of the Lord led me into the belly of the Holy Mother." So it's basically looping back to the first circuit logic, parallel with opiate. Each Puscifer album is also based on the 8 circuits of consciousness in the sequence they are released. They are parallel to the Tool albums, they share the same themes, and the Puscifer albums make many specific references to things in the matching Tool album. Vias for Vagina is basically about starting over, being reborn, having mommy issues, and very primitive psychosexual development. All first circuit characteristics. Conditions of my parole. Think of the title as describing the rules you now live by, after being reborn and becoming a member of the church, or what have you. Also you're being let go, leaving jail, escaping mother. A recurring theme on this album is the act of traveling, migrating, searching, wondering. All second circuit characteristics. The album, Money Shot, is very much about perspective. Galileo is a reference to when we started mapping out constellations, and using that to navigate, that and Grand Canyon, give the perspective about how insignificantly small we are. Simultaneous is sort of a reference to Third Eye. Smoke and Mirrors is about seeing through people's elaborate schemes. Just one last little mind blower, compare how Galileo is about mapping constellations and how the album Lateralis is about how we just started creating geometry, hence parabola, and how we just started tracking other planets. Saturn comes back around. Okay, that was a lot of info for one video. Stay tuned because we are just getting started.